What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today what we're going to be giving you is a full wide receiver workout. So this is going to be exactly how I would train a wide receiver if you guys came out to work with me. We're going to be going over some drills that we will do every day, press release work, top of the route work, and then putting it all together and teaching you guys how to use these moves and releases on a full route scenario. So I hope this video is able to give you some value. Let's get started. So there are two everyday drills that I will do with my wide receivers. The first one is to work on our stick, and the second one is to work on our snap down, like dropping into a curl or a comeback route at the top of the break. So we will do this before every single workout. For the stick drill, we're going to be doing 3 sets on each side, and for the snap down drill, we're going to be doing 8 reps on each leg to kickstart us into this workout. And we're going to show you a full speed example of each one of these drills in a second, but we're just going to explain why we do them. So the stick drill, what you're going to do, you guys, is we need 4 cones. That's all we need. Your hands and your feet are going to be working. It's very important that you keep your nose slightly ahead of your knees when you do this. Not over your toes, but not back like this. Nose slightly ahead of your knees. And all we're going to be doing is we're stepping over the line and throwing a cut. And it's very important that when you cut, your hip and your head go with your foot, because when a DB is guarding us in press coverage, he's looking at my hip. So I need to make sure that I'm selling my move with my hip. So that's 1. I come back here, 2, and then repeat the process on the 3rd. Like I said, we'll show this example full speed in a second. Now, the next drill is going to be our trigger step drill to work on me snapping down into a break. So you need the same type of cones. We do them right on the same set of lines, and all you're going to do is, I call this our snap fall drill. So your hands are going to be by your side. You're going to fall forward and lean, having your pad level slightly leaning forward, because that's how we sell vertical on a route. The goal on every single route is to get the DB to backpedal, turn and open up to make him think we're running past him, then we put the brakes on. That's how we get separation. So this works on you guys leaning or selling with your pad level and being able to drop on a dime without raising up before you break, because when we raise up to drop down, that tells the DB a break's coming, because when I raise with my chest, my hips raise, and we know he's looking at my hips. So all you're going to do is you're going to be here, you're going to fall forward, and at the last second, you're going to drop down and hold yourself in this 90-degree position. First part of the foot to hit the ground is the ball of the foot, because that's the most explosive part of the foot, and you're just going to hold it 1001, come back, and repeat the process 8 reps on each leg. So we're going to show you how these should look full speed. Remember, 3 sets on each side of the first drill, 8 reps on each leg of the second drill. Now, before we get into those examples, fellas, full speed, if you are a quarterback or a wide receiver watching this video, we are going to be traveling out to 9 more cities across the entire U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. So if you guys would like to train with myself and my staff, go to that very first link in the description below. That is where you can sign up and get all the information on the states we're attending to and where we'll be hosting our camps. Next up on our camp tour, guys, we're coming out to Seattle, Washington, but that camp is completely sold out. Then we'll be coming out to Chicago, Illinois, Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and finishing off our camp tour right here in Los Angeles, California. So guys, want some more information? Very first link in that description below. Like I said, our Seattle camp is sold out, and the rest of our camps only have about 6 spots remaining, and they will sell out within the next couple of weeks. So guys, very first link in that description below. We'd love to have you there. Let's get back to this video. So this next drill, you guys, is going to build into a press release that we are going to work later when we were running our routes full speed and full go, combining all the drills that we did today. So this is going to be for like a hesitation jab release or a hesitation skip release. This is really to work on your jab steps, similar to our very first everyday drill, but mainly getting us some rhythm with like our hezi off the line. I think a lot of wide receivers know like to do some type of skip, but they're very uncoordinated with their feet. So this drill can work on coordination and just general like balance, if you will. So you need 3 cones. You need a starting point center cone, which is this yellow cone. Then you need 2 cones that are about 1.5 yards apart on each side. These are going to be our jab step cones. So we're going to be doing 4 reps on each leg per set, and we're doing 4 sets total. So 4 sets of 4 reps on each leg, and I'll explain that in a second, and of course, show this drill full speed. So you're going to start out on this cone on the left on your left foot. All we're going to do is we're going to hop from my left foot to the center cone without my right foot touching the ground. I just did that for balance right there, but you're gonna hop to the center cone, and as you hit that center cone, you're going to push off of your left foot into a jab step here at the right foot. Notice how this foot drags a little bit. It doesn't come out of the grass. That's important. So we jab. As soon as we jab, we hop back, jab, hop back, jab. And so that first jab, hop to here, second jab, that's 1 rep. And we got 4 reps of that per set. So that hop works on a skip into a release. The jab step obviously works on a jab off of a skip, or just any regular press release that we decide to choose. So I'm going to show you how this drill should look full speed. Remember, 4 sets of 4 reps each side. So this next drill, you guys, we're going to be doing 6 reps going each way to work on a rocker step at the top of a post or a corner route. When we run full routes after we get through this, we're going to explain obviously how the first drill ties into a release and how this drill will tie into the top of the route move that we are going to use on a post or a corner called a rocker step. So just in like simple terms, a rocker step is essentially a 1-2 at the top of the break to fake opposite of where we're going. So let's say I got to run a post, quarterback's to my left, so my post will break towards him. I don't want to, sometimes, I mean, this isn't wrong, but this is not what we want to do in this situation, but sometimes I'm just running, I cut off of my right foot, go straight to the post. We want to make the defender on me or the defender trailing behind me think that I'm running a corner. You could use this move versus zone, off man, press man, if we stack the defender where he's running right behind me. So we're going to step in the direction I'm going first. So I'm running 1-2 to try to fake this direction. Now that 1-2 step right there, it's very important that when you strike the ground, you're stepping down. You're not overextending, reaching outside your frame, you're inside of your body frame, and you are pushing off of this inside arch. You see this Adidas logo on my cleats right here? You're pushing off that Adidas logo to sell the second cut. So right now this drill is going to be working on that push and sway. And when you push to the opposite cut, your hip goes with your foot and your head goes with your knee. Just like that stick drill that we do in the beginning. And again, that drill applies to a lot of things that we do. So you need 4 separate rocker step cones and a starting point cone. So what you're going to do is you're going to take off, and it's going to be off of your 3rd step. So it's going to be set, go, 1, 2, 3. That's the first rocker step cut. And these cones are spaced out, as you can see, maybe about like 2 yards away, both of these sets, and they're at like a 45 degrees. So you stick here on the 3rd step, bam, right away, bam, right away, bam, right away, and come out. As you're going from cone to cone, it's important that when you step with your left foot, your right arm rips across your body. As you step with your right foot, your left arm rips across your body, because that will help you sell with your hips to get that defender to move. So we want to do 6 sets each way, where you're cutting off the right foot, then you could flip it and put this yellow cone down at the top over here, back up your starting point cone, and go the opposite way. So we're going to show you how this should look full speed to work on our rocker step, and then we'll get to our full routes. Now, before we get into full routes, you guys, if you are a wide receiver and you guys would like a daily training schedule, just like the one we're giving you right here for 2 full months, but also gym workouts for 2 full months for wide receivers specifically, go to that second link in the description below for our elite wide receiver training package. Again, guys, it's 2 months of daily workouts. We give you a video example of each drill like we've done today. We give you the exact sets and reps to follow like we've done today, but we do it for 2 full months. Plus, we include a gym workout schedule for 2 months with the exact same type of format. So guys, second link in that description below if you want to take your skills to the next level as a wide receiver. So guys, we're going to be working 2 routes that build off of exactly what we just did in drill work and everyday drills. So the first route is going to be a 10-yard post. Second route is going to be a fade route. So remember how we talked about that very first like jab step drill where we took that skip step? So you started out on your left foot, skip to the middle cone, and then through a jab. We're going to be working that same exact skip in a situation where we have a DB who's inside shade press and I have to run a post. So if we have a DB who's inside shade press, his goal is to not let me get to the inside, force me towards the sideline. His job is don't let me run the post, don't let me run the slant. So a lot of receivers will try to give a move and force it, but that DB is just going to reroute us way over the middle of the field, and the spacing of the route and the play is going to be off. So we have to take what he gives us, which is the outside release. So this skip release can kind of get that DB to freeze, because anytime that they see a wide receiver kind of skip to the outside, they expect them to try to throw a move and cut back inside. So that's what we're we're trying to make him think to give us space to the outside. Now, once we get to the top of the break, and we'll show you this full speed, we're gonna be doing a rocker step at about 10 yards. We're gonna set up a cone so you guys can easily see where that is. But let's talk about the release first. So, like we got the quarterback over to my left, this release starts with a kick step with your back foot. So your back foot kicks behind your front foot as fast as possible. So you kick and you're trying to load up your hips. Then right off of that, just like that hop drill that we were doing, we skip with the left foot, take off full speed, and we work to try to stack the DB, getting him to trail behind me. When I get to 10, I'm using that rocker step. I step in the direction I'm going first here with the left foot, fake out towards the right, and break back to the post. So we are gonna be doing 4 reps of that specific route. I'm gonna show you how that should look full speed, and then we'll get into that fade route example. So now guys, let's talk about the fade route that we're gonna be running. So remember, with the post, we're doing 4 reps on each side. Same thing with the fade, we're gonna be doing 4 reps on the right side, 4 reps on the left side. So this release that we're using on the fade is for a DB who's inside shade press, and we're trying to make it look exactly like that skip release at the very first step. But then we're gonna be adding a crossover element to it, just like that skip and jab drill that we did in the very beginning of this video. So this release starts at that kick step with your back foot. So you kick behind, then you are going to skip, 1, 2, fake like we're going back to the inside, head down, and then separate on that fade. So you could use that for a goal line fade, for a deep fade, but it's this way to make that hesitation skip look like the release we just did on the post, and then try to fake them back out to the inside like we were trying to cross their face. So I'm gonna show you how that release should look full speed.